Hello and welcome to another CAMSYS MagicQ tutorial. In this video we're going to discuss the intensity window, the presets window, and the palettes window. So I have a show loaded here that has a series of 6 parkans, all set to different colors to make them a little bit more visible. You'll see that I can come in here and grab my various fixtures. I can put them at full via the keypad as you'd expect to on any lighting console. You can also come into the intensity window. In the intensity window, you will see your fixtures listed out with handles for intensity for each individual fixture. If they have a color assigned to them, you will see it there. They'll list the head name and the head number. You see head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, and so on. By bringing up faders here, currently we are in the programmer view. We can manipulate the intensity via the programmer. So we can bring certain fixtures up to a given level. You'll see that they change within the visualizer. The faders reflect and turn red to show that they're currently active in the programmer. You'll also see that you have a cursor over here. By using your arrow keys and moving the yellow box between, you'll see it'll change to control that given fader. This gives you a little more tactile control of the intensity of that fixture. You can also filter this screen by head type. Currently we only have dimmers in here, so that's all we can see, but we can also filter them by gel. So if I want to see just my red pars, my yellow pars, and so on, I can filter the screen to reflect just those gels. I can also filter by head name. Again, we only have dimmers in this show, but if I were to have some LED parkans or say some moving lights, I could filter between the head name that I typed in the patch window. In the patch window, we can set the name here. So if we changed these 3 to first 3, and these 3 to last 3. Now you'll see if I go back to my intensity window, I can filter by first 3 or last 3. Different ways to filter the same screen. Obviously you can understand that if you have 100 fixtures in your rig, this screen can get very full and very confusing. So these encoders allow you to filter it down to just what you need to look at. There are 2 other screens within the intensity window. There is view palettes. View palettes work the same as palettes in the rest of the desk. You can set intensity level palettes for the given fixtures. So if we were to come in here and grab our group and store an intensity palette, and then come into the programmer and change this intensity, something very different, we can then come in here and store a new intensity palette. Now you'll see we can get that intensity back real quick, and these will update the same as any other palettes in the system. If they're used in a queue, they will update as you update the palettes. The third window in the intensity view is the view presets. View presets is very similar to the view programmer window, except for it works on a higher level. If you were to change intensity levels here, they could not be cleared out and they could not be released when you release the console. So if we were to store this as a playback, bring it up, if we clear out, it's still there. If we bring this fader down, you'll notice that those 2 lights, our green and our cyan lights, are always on. Even if we were to do a shift release to release the entire desk, double check and make sure we're cleared out, those lights will not turn off. This is useful for things like aisle lights, safety lights, backstage lights, if you have lobby lights in a venue that you don't ever want to have turn off and you don't want, say, a guest LD to come in and accidentally shut off the entire venue, you can set looks in here in the view presets window. When working in the presets window, once a fader hits 0, it will then be released from the preset, and you'll be back in control of that fixture via the programmer or the playbacks. You also see a few additional buttons that appear in both view programmer and view presets. You'll see that you can move your cursor over and you can either set the name of the fixture, you can also set the gel. The gel can be typed in using Lee and Roscoe numbers respectively with R and L and then the following number. You can also just type in solid colors as I did here where I have red, green, blue, and so on. So if I was to go L202, you'll see now the thumbnail for the gel changes in the intensity window, and now this fixture is gelled in a CTB. You can come into the View Programmer window and you can clear all. This is the same as pressing the clear button down here. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.